When he turned his back from shoulder to shoulder, it looked like as wide as the tailgate of a truck.
And just darkness, literal darkness, just came like all over, just all over me except where I was standing.
This thing let out the most blood-curdling, mind-blowing, spine-tingling scream that you've ever heard in your life, and it cut through me like a knife.
And I knew that they were going to take me. I just knew it. And then the next thing I can remember is being levitated.
Well, when I look in there, I see two big eyes staring back at me.
Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Bump Podcast, a place for the believers of the unexplained, monsters, and paranormal. Join us, and we'll go face to face with what goes bump in the night.
Some strange thing just started happening, and this was not this previous March, but the March before, when I would take my dog out to do her business, and she has this thing, she likes to go back into the woods to do her thing, and I would hear these banging noises, and I just couldn't figure out what they were, and it always happened. Every time I'd come out my front door, I'd hear bang. I'd come out and go to work, I'd hear bang. I'd come home at work at midnight and I'd hear bang, all this banging. And it just continued and continued and continued. And then one day I was taking my dog to go to the bathroom, and we were walking back to the trail I made back into the woods, because like I said, she won't poop in the yard. She's got to go back in the woods. And there was a tree across it. Nice big sized tree branch. And I just want to know what the hell. So I walk over it. I'm doing that for a while, and then I tripped over it one time and I got pissed off. So I went and got my clipper thing and I cut it. I cut it back. And this was leading up to May, the end of May, around Memorial Day. I'm sitting on my porch. It was about 11 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden my dog wandered in. So I got up, let her in, and I sat back down, and I heard this weird noise. And then all of a sudden I heard this loud scream, and it was like a woman screaming bloody murder. And then after the scream, I would hear a whoop, whoop. And I'd think, what the hell was that? I thought, somebody, and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's not human. It was just too loud, and it just echoed. And I went in the house thinking, I don't know what that was. And I'm Googling all these different wild animals that I know live around here. And I couldn't associate anything with it. So I kept telling myself, okay, it was an owl. It had to be an owl. So I just went around everything, and the tree knocks were still continuing. I'd hear those all the time. At the time, I didn't know they were tree knocks. I just thought somebody was back there banging. And then it got really weird, is because I would come out like at 4 o'clock in the morning to smoke a cigarette on the porch, and I'd hear bang then. It like happened 24/7. It's like something was always there. And anytime I came outside, or even my son would come outside, would hear these bangs. So 2 weeks after I heard the scream, I'm sitting on my porch. It was about 11:30 at night. My dog comes running back up. She went in the house. I let her in. I sit back down again, and I can hear something grunting and growling at me. It was like 50 feet away from me. That's where the wood line is from my deck. And I'm listening, and I think, okay, maybe a deer. And then I waited, and then I heard it again. And then I heard it again, and it was like a steady thing. And I just, that's no deer. And I got up and I just went in the house, and I just tried to forget about it. But in the meantime, the knocks were still going on. I'm hearing the bang, bang. And it was about 2 weeks after that, I heard that noise again, and then I heard that scream again, and then I heard the ending with the whoop, whoop. And I went back in the house, and I didn't come out too much anymore in the evenings. I just stayed in the house.
Yeah.
And the knocks continued and nothing really major was going on, just the knocks. And I think it was around August. And I got home late from work. It was around midnight, and I'm taking my dog out to do her thing. And we're going back towards the woods, and she wants to go in a little bit further than what she normally did. And I was hearing the knocks, and then all of a sudden, it's like they intensified. I'm hearing bang, 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 bang. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the hell that is. It's like, come on, dog, hurry up and piss. Let's get out of here. And the dog just froze. And all of a sudden, it sounded like somebody took a giant crane and just dumped logs down through the trees. And I froze. I just completely froze. And then I felt something like some sort of force hit me. And I looked at the dog looked at me. I'm telling you, we ran back to the house, and I put pee pads down. My dog wouldn't go back outside. And I was kind of glad, because I didn't want to go back outside, because I didn't know what happened. But that's when I start wondering if maybe it was a Bigfoot.